By raise of hands, how many of you know what this is? The device that I hold in my hand is called an EpiPen. And today I'm going to properly show you how to use it so that all of you can save a life. I'm an advanced first aid and CPR card holding woman, so I have been properly trained and certified on how to use an EpiPen. I feel that as a people, and for my audience, BYU students, that it's important to know how to use an EpiPen because when the time comes and you need to help somebody, you could really save somebody's life. An EpiPen is an injection of epinephrine, which is a chemical that narrows the blood vessels and opens the airwaves to the lungs. So when someone's having an allergic reaction, an EpiPen can reduce and reverse life-threatening symptoms such as not breathing. Other symptoms can include throat tightening, coughing, hives, lip swelling, etc. And these symptoms are really important to be aware of so that when you see those or you catch them, you can help immediately. Food allergy research and education shows and estimates that about 15 million Americans have a food allergy. That affects about 1 in 16 children, which is 1 to 2 kids in a classroom. It also shows that more Americans in the future are going to have food allergies because the American Academy of Pediatrics states that if you have a food allergy history in your family, it's most likely that your children are going to have that same food allergy. So most of you probably didn't know that many Americans have a food allergy, which makes me showing you how to use an EpiPen today a lot more important. So now I'm going to show you how to use the EpiPen, and there's just 3 simple steps. The first one is to make sure you take off this safety cap at the top, just like that. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're using an EpiPen is they're holding it backwards like this, and they put their thumb at the top where the needle is because they want to use it as if they're giving a shot. So when they go to give the injection, the shot goes right through their thumb. So instead of just taking that person to the emergency room, you're going to go right along with them. So that's really, really important. You want to make sure that you're holding it like this. You don't want your thumb on either side. So you got a nice firm hold. That's step 1. The second step is to administer the pen. And you want to make sure you're aiming for the biggest muscle in your body, which is your upper thigh. And you want to avoid your line on your jeans because it's really thick. And if you administer the pen right there, it will break the needle. So you want to make sure you got a firm swing and you go for the upper thigh. Once you administer it, you're going to hear that click. And once you hear that click, you're going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When you release, you'll see that a safety cap has covered the needle. That way you and people around you are safe from the needle. The third step is the most important step, and that is to make sure that somebody has called 911 and that EMS is on their way as soon as possible. While you're waiting for EMS and that you're making sure your person is being monitored and is okay, you want to record on your EpiPen the time that you administered the medicine so that when EMS does come, they'll know what time they need to give more medicine to them. A lot of people are really nervous when they're using EpiPen. They always question and say, should I give it? Is the reaction really that bad? Red Cross says, when in doubt, give the shot. It's always better to give someone a medication than to not give it at all. So today you learned how to use an EpiPen, but most importantly, you learned how to save a life. So I hope that when the time comes, you'll be confident enough to use it and save somebody's life.